Hi Virgo, how are we today? I'm just doing our weekly reading. This week we are actually doing the monthly reading as well. So looking at January 2024, brand new year. Okay, so hopefully we can get some great energy for you as well, Virgo. I've just finished the Taurus reading and they had a fantastic reading. So hopefully we can get a good one for you as well. Okay, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate the support. Just a small non-monetized channel, so every little like, comment and subscribe really does mean the world to me, guys. I do really appreciate all that. Okay, but we are going to be using the Spiritual Junkie affirmation deck. We are going to be splitting the month, start, middle, and end. I'll be getting an overview with the 7th seal lenormand, and then clarifying those messages with the Blackbird Lenormand deck. I also have the Romantic Fairy Love Oracle, so we can get some love cards as well. All right. Okay, Virgo for January 2024. Nearly messed that one up. Wow, we've got cards going everywhere. That was too many, but we'll see what we've got. Virgo, January 2024, please. This is the one I just put back in, and one of the ones that flew out there. Okay, so beautiful. Compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. Okay, so having some compassion for others at the moment, Virgo, making sure we're leaving space for other people's experiences. It's really bringing to mind that whole thing where it's there's always three versions of a story. There's your side, their side, and then the truth somewhere in between. Okay, so make sure that for January you are actually not just only involving yourself with your side of the story. Make sure you're taking on board their side of the story as well, so that you can find that truth in the middle. Okay, looking at things a bit more objectively, not just your own experience of those things, but other people's experiences as well, so that we can meet in the middle. Okay, find a bit of balance with that compassion, having compassion that other people are going through it as well. All right, just because you're going through it doesn't mean that nobody else is. Just because you're happy doesn't mean that everybody else is. Pretty much anything that you can put that in that sentence, no matter what emotion you're feeling, it doesn't mean that other people aren't having that same emotion as well. All right, just different sides of the coin. All right, but we'll have a look here. Virgo, what's going on for Virgo in January 2024? Start, middle, end of January 2024 for our Virgos. Oh, okay. I'm just sort of feeling that energy straight away, and it's feeling like we're starting off relatively good for the year. Start of January does feel like positive energy, but it does feel like there might be a little bit of a struggle coming up later in the month for you here, but we'll get to that when we clarify. Firstly, for the start of January, we do have the Star card. Okay, so the stars is all about your wishes, your dreams, the things that you want to see, manifested into your life. It does talk about, having a lot of hope and optimism that 2024 is going to be your year, Virgo. So don't lose that hope. Okay, there is this strong sense of you having some things that you're really wishing for, wishing that this could be that way, and that I dream that this could be like that. So I really feel as though at the start of the year, it's kind of like starting off strong, having some good, strong New Year's resolutions for yourself, things that you're wanting in your life, things that you wish for, having a lot of hope and optimism that you'll be able to sort of meet those goals. All right, but we'll get some clarification on that. Okay, Virgo, for the start of January 2024, please. Yeah, so okay, so the first card we have coming out is the Whip, all right? So it's kind of showing us that 2023, there has been a few little struggles, some conflicts maybe that you've experienced toward the end of 2023. Maybe I am feeling that for a couple of you, this is some sort of conflict that you've been involved in toward the end of 2023. And it is guiding me back to that compassion card. Compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. And so, in order for you to manifest your true wishes from this situation, for you to be able to resolve any conflict or drama, tension that you have been sort of holding on to from 2023, you do need to really look at the other person's side of that and take that on board. Not just look at your own, what this is what I want, this is what I feel, with that particular thing. You're really needing to take on board somebody else's stuff a little bit here. Have some compassion that this person is maybe reacting to you in a certain way because they feel as though you're reacting to them in a certain way. So I'm just getting that there is a bit of conflict or drama that and with that star being the overview, it does feel like you're trying to start 2024 resolving those sorts of things, getting rid of any excess baggage from 2023, removing, finding some closure, removing any conflict or anything like that from your realm, from your energy there. So you are really trying to overcome some conflict that is sort of still just a little bit of excess baggage. It does feel like that for some of you that may be conflict within yourself. All right, it may be kind of like beating yourself up about something or the way that something happened as well. But we do see you moving forward through this with the key, with success. All right, so the key is all about success, and then we do have the rider there as well, which is you sort of moving forward through this, and moving forward through the doors that you're opening here with this. So it's kind of like you looking at these conflicts and looking at what you actually wish for from this conflict, this beating yourself up energy. It opens up new opportunities for you on how to sort of deal with that, how to get back on the horse and get through those doors. So you will be actually being able to deal with this with success and open up new opportunities for yourself. Get back on the horse and bring in the good news of, look, I've dealt with this. I've moved on from this. It's all good. That kind of energy. It feels like you're kind of wishing for these things to be resolved, and with this energy, we kind of feel like they will be, and you will be sort of headed straight into success. And success is definitely, on that horse with you, riding off into the sunset there. Okay, but toward the middle of the month, we do have the Tower coming through for you here, Virgo, which does sort of show me that you're needing to take some time to yourself. It's kind of giving me that deep in contemplation kind of energy where you're just sort of needing some solitude in order to work through some things. A lot of the time the Tower does talk about the past. So once again, I feel like for a lot of you, this is, looking back exactly at how that conflict happened, even though it's now resolved-ish, it's kind of like you're wanting to just sort of analyze it a little bit here, I feel. Take some time to yourself to really work out, hang on, how do I fortify against getting in that same conflict again, is what I'm kind of feeling for a lot of you there, that you're kind of reminiscing a little bit about how did we get there, how was it resolved, how do we avoid that same conflict in the future. All right, but we'll get some clarity for that one. Okay, Virgo for the middle of January 2024, please. Clarify this Tower energy for Virgo, the middle of January. Okay, so yeah, so it's once again coming back to that compassion and looking at things from somebody else's point of view. All right, because we do have them coming through. And so when you're taking time to yourself to really think things through, this is where you're actually putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and seeing how their side of the story is, how their experience has played into whatever's happened with this conflict between the two of you there. This person is coming from this hurt energy, all right? So in the traditional deck, that is the cross energy. So this person has got some burdens that they've been carrying, some hurt, some heartbreak that they do sort of carry I feel like very heavy on their soul, that to the point where it's kind of just part of who they are, that they've got this hurt, this baggage, and I feel like a lot of the time they act in certain ways or react in certain ways out of this. It's out of their own hurt. They're hurt from this sort of fighting energy, this sort of tension energy between you, the conflict. They may be reacting to your energy, and you're in turn reacting to their energy. So it sort of snowballs out of control a little bit there and makes this an actual conflict, makes this actual tension between the two of you. But this person, you're kind of realizing, especially, I feel like this is both of you, with this tree energy, both you and this person are still healing, still learning more about yourself, still growing, still evolving, okay? It's still trying to just take care of yourself. And I feel like, once again, that compassion and looking at this person, like looking at this person's perspective and realizing that they're trying to just look out for themselves as well. You're trying to look out for yourself. They're just trying to look out for themselves. Okay, so it does just feel like you are coming to a bit of an understanding toward the middle of January here, taking some time to yourself to actually, think this through and think about how this has all gotten to that point, and how to avoid this happening again in the future. I just feel like it's sort of clarifying it for you a little bit toward the middle of January, coming through in the sense of reminiscing about, the past conflict, that you may, I feel like January, it's kind of, this conflict's not actually there in January. It feels like it's past conflict, but, you're trying to sort of, wish for no more conflict is kind of what I'm getting from that there. All right, but the end of January. What am I always saying in the Virgo readings? Okay, there's something that always comes up for you, Virgo, continually in a lot of your readings. All right, it even came up in one of the really short little 1-minute readings I did the other day for you as well, Virgo. But we have the snake energy, so we do have physical connections coming through. All right, so once again, it's feeling like it's feeling like temptation, to be honest here, that you're very tempted to get yourself involved in some sort of physical intimacy with somebody. And yeah, I feel like I need clarification on that. But you've got a lot of desire and passion, and this burning fire within you, Virgo, that is all sort of wanting to come out in very physical ways. All right, so a lot of physical intimacy at the end of January coming up for you. They're. I'm just trying to remember what the other sign was that had a very similar. Maybe it was Pisces. Maybe. There was another sign that did have very similar energy at the end of January. So maybe you're getting down and dirty with them. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, and you might come across that through your other placements anyway. But I'll clarify that energy for you for the end of January. It just feels like, this is your way of kind of dealing with things, is, that feels like it's partly your way of growing and evolving and looking after yourself, is having those physical connections with people and, expressing yourself in a very physical, visceral kind of way. Clarify the end of January for Virgo, please. I just think it's hilarious how, you guys always get the sex messages coming through for yourself here. Okay. Yeah, so even though that's your overview, I feel like that might be your, you've got a lot of temptation, passion, wanting to express yourself very physically. That's your kind of overview for the end of January here. I feel like this is kind of separate though to your main message, and that's just sort of once again how you're kind of releasing all this energy for yourself. Um, it just wanted itself to be known, but it doesn't seem to be directly related to this energy here. But we do have the stork. All right, so you're trying to stir things up. You having some sort of ideas about how you want your wishes to actually end up being fulfilled. So, we do have the stars card there once again. So we did see at the start of January, you've got, that hope and optimism, those wishes in mind that you want fulfilled, that resolution, those resolutions for the new years that you're sort of wanting to pay attention to. But then by the end of January, we are seeing that, for some of you, your idea may be changing slightly about what it is that you're wishing for exactly here. For some of you, this is actually telling me maybe that's why you're wanting to get so physical at the moment, Virgo, is because for some of you, you are actually wishing for a pregnancy here. Okay, so just be aware that there is a Virgo that is, at the end of January, you may actually start trying for a pregnancy, whether that's getting pregnant or getting someone pregnant or something along those lines. Okay, but because the stork is the pregnancy card, all right. But I'm just getting that's for maybe one or two of you, not maybe just one of you actually, just one of you maybe trying to get someone pregnant or trying to get pregnant at the end of January here, and you kind of it's more so it's not that you may not actually be starting that process, but you may be realizing that you do wish for that, that you are wishing for a child in some sense here. I did actually see as well on the bottom of the deck we had the child there as well. So whoever that's for, it is you realizing you want a child in your life, whether you have or have not got some already. That remains to be seen. But we're also seeing, you trying to stir up some new ideas, trying to get things moving, getting some wishes fulfilled, especially with, the sense of loyalty and compassion. Once again, we've seen that compassion coming through. We have the dog energy there as well, which it is usually the card of friendship. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is about, maintaining a stronger basis of friendship within your physical connections. So you're wanting those physical connections, but you're also wanting that loyalty, that support, that companionship element, that, you want this person to be your friend, not just your lover, is kind of what I'm getting there as well. That, we're looking at a bit of a deeper connection rather than just a physical connection, casual type connection. It does feel like it's a bit deeper because, you want this person to be your best friend as well. So some of you, there may also be somebody who is realizing that they do wish for the deepening of a friendship, that you are wanting a friendship to actually get physical as well. All right. So I'm getting a few different messages there, but there is also this notice of compassion once again. Okay, compassion somehow being very important for you this month, Virgo. Having compassion for others is important for you this month. So especially too, if you are looking at wanting to get physical with somebody who is just currently a friend, put yourself in their shoes and actually really think about whether they do actually want this or not. Because I'm just getting this vibe here that for some of you, you may be overstepping and not realizing that just because that's what you want doesn't mean that that's the experience that they want as well. So just be aware of that one there as well. So like I said, getting a few different messages toward the end of January for everyone there. But we'll have a look at romantic love specifically here, Virgo. Okay, Virgo, what's going on for Virgo with romantic love? January 2024. what's happening for Virgo with romantic love in January, please. Yeah, so I've got I do have that friendship that they're maybe not necessarily wanting more. We do have the friend zoned card there, which does say a lack of passion in that companionship. So really actually just make sure you do check whether there is actual, physical passion between you both, or have they kind of friend zoned you? Or not instigating a physical connection with a friend if there isn't actually any passion on your side either. Making sure that you're only following the true passion rather than convenience. I kind of want to say there. All right, Virgo. We also do see the benefit of the doubt. Give your relationship a chance. Okay, so for some of you here, you may be wanting something. I'm kind of feeling that this is for a Virgo who is already in a connection, that you actually are maybe feeling like this connection that you're already in, that you're wanting something outside of that. I'm just getting a bit of third party energy there, that you, Virgo, you're in a connection, but you're wanting another connection. And I'm kind of feeling like, no, the initial connection, the one that you're already in, give that one a chance. All right, because that extra connection, that third party connection, if it's a third party thing, outside of a connection you're already in, that's where you're getting friend zoned. This person may not have that passion, and you may be risking it all for nothing, if that's the case there. Because, I do feel like, once again, this is the current connection. For others of you where you are completely single currently, this is also relevant. This may be somebody you may be meeting during January. We have life partner. Okay. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. All right, so for those of you who are single, you may have a stable option coming in that's ready to go the distance there. But for those of you who are already in a connection, benefit of the doubt, this is your life partner, all right? You may just need to re-find that passion and find some compassion for this partner, and give it a chance before you look elsewhere, is kind of what I'm getting for that. All right, so that's what we've got for you, Virgo. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, but hopefully I'll see you all again soon.